Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Virgo the Empress. I'm here to do a reading for the sign of Aquarius. Yeah. Sorry. It's been a while. I had some stuff to take care of, and I was under the weather for a minute, and I just had a lot going on. So I have not posted. So I will start back today. Yeah. So anyway, with that being said, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know when I upload. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Please do not try to make it fit. The people who need to find me will. All right. So Aquarius. I'm just gonna do a couple cards. I'm gonna try my best to make this quick today. Yeah, because I'm getting back on the saddle. So yeah. All right. What do we have for Aquarius? Aquarius. I'm gonna pull two cards, and we're just gonna get the overall energy, and that's gonna be what it is. I don't even know if I'm gonna do oracles. Okay, so first card I have for Aquarius is the Sun. All right. Second card. Now, of course, Aquarius, you might be working really hard, getting to your goals, getting to the dream. Okay, but full coins. The Empress. You may feel like you don't have enough. Maybe you're trying to get to a certain status or point in your life, and maybe there's hope. Let's see. All right. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? Why the Sun? Why the Sun for Aquarius? Well, it's possibly like a new beginning or something. Maybe you came to a realization about something. Something brought to your attention. Hope I don't sound too low energy. I'm not really. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. The Aquarius star. Oh, it's all about you. Yeah, you might be getting a lot of attention. Or you could just be working really hard. Why the Sun flipped over? What was that? Yeah, and then the Four of Coins and the Ace of Pentacles. So you could feel like, excuse me, my voice act weird. I told y'all I've been under the weather. You could feel like you don't have enough, and you could be penny pinching, possibly. Maybe, so you could be remaining hopeful, but the Ace of Pentacles is here. So that means, oh yeah, I think it's worrying you. You could be trying to get to a certain status. Could be through networking, through your Cups. Moon. It could be some fear around that. So let's see. But the Ace of Pentacles here, so I feel like there's some hope somewhere, and that could be why the Ace of Pentacles here and the Temperance. Definitely could be trying to find a way to stay balanced, to balance your life. Could be just simply trying to balance your finances. So you could be coming up with new ideas to with the Page of Swords. Could be coming up with new ideas in order to be able to get to where you're trying to go. So there's definitely some issues or some concern around your finances. For Aquarius. Yeah, the King's going. So you could be, now some of y'all could be already at a point of getting where you're trying to go, and some of you could just be really working hard to get there. But it's like it's coming, but it's probably just going to take some strategizing, planning. The Magician is here, manifesting, working hard. So there's something ending and something beginning. The Death card and the World is literally right next to each other. And I see the Five of Wands behind that. So it could be some confusion about your money. Six of Coins behind that. So, and the Page of Swords. So maybe a new idea, something that you come up with, maybe a change that you make, um, opens the door for whatever this is. And then the Sun is back. Yeah. Opens the door for whatever this new venture is that is going to get you to the Ace of Pentacles. So it's definitely something new beginning, like I said. So there's a Tower. So maybe with the Ace of Swords and the Tower, that change is what's coming. That Tower is what's going to bring that change. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a new beginning here. One more and then we'll to the next card. I don't want to spend all day on here. I want to hold you up. Five of Swords. So it could be in a very competitive field. You could be walking away from something. It could be you could be walking away from some type of confusion. Maybe things are not all hunky dory on the work front. If you're at a job where there's some conflict or some, backbiting, whatever you call it, you could be getting ready to walk away from that. Maybe you're going to speak up for yourself or, speak some truth or something like that. And that could cause conflict. Or it could be a need to speak up for yourself, a need to stir things up and get stuff going. Because sometimes it takes a conversation and it just simply could be needing to speak up for yourself, needing to stand up for yourself or voice the truth. For some of y'all, you could be also, you could be starting over in a relationship. Who knows? But I see that too in the background. Starting over or taking a leap of faith, starting a new one. So let's see what the Nine of Coins is about. Look like this is about finances, work, things like that. I'm out. This is. I might do oracles if I have a few minutes. No. So I'm gonna see what the Nine of Coins is about. Some of you are very single and just working and trying to, get your career together. Yeah. Some of you could be at the next step of a relationship, or you could simply just be at the next step of having everything that you need financially. The step right before you get to that point. I think that's kind of what that is. But yeah, could be eating healthy. I see she's eating some healthy food. Drinking tea. Could be just spending time with yourself, or diving into your studies. Like you're just taking care of self right now. And that's good. Staying busy. Okay. So whatever this is, well, not. Yeah, I said night. So you definitely could be moving away from anything that has caused any type of chaos or drama in your life. Some of you could be, like I said, this is a single card too. So some of you could be um, getting, some of you could be meeting somebody and starting a family. That could be a next step. Or some of you are just moving away from conflict. Like I said, if this is job related, there was some conflict. And there's the walking away with Eight of Cups. So somebody could be walking away from something, going into something new. Yeah. Some of you could just be dating, flirting. Yeah. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Did a lot just then. The moon. I don't know why I did it. It's so funny because they're fighting on this card and he holding his head down. Like, what are you doing? But yeah. Okay, the Emperor. So some of y'all, this for some of y'all, this could be a relationship, and you could be moving away from confusion. There could be some fear around or some secrets, but I don't really see. I don't know. There might be some fear around moving towards or away from a relationship. I can't really tell right now. The hermit is here, so some of you could just be in hermit mode. Maybe you're getting ready to meet somebody, and when you do, you might have a bit of fear around it because, and it could come with some confusion as well. And maybe I don't know, maybe you meet them at work or something like that, but there could be some confusion around like starting over, um, moving towards something more stable with a person or something like that. It could be some secrets that come out that cause some confusion. That's for some people. But it looks like right now, some of y'all are off to yourself. You could have an issue around like confidently addressing a situation or moving forward. Maybe you, for somebody, you could be in a relationship or not even in a relationship, but like trying to get away from anything that is toxic or renew a relationship or something like that. And maybe there's some fear around starting over with this person, if there's a person. If it's a job, starting your own business, the emperor, you could be have some fear around that. There could be some confusion that comes with it. And you could be confused about which way to go. You could not be sure, like unsure about your decisions, the things that you want to do. If you're trying to start over or start a business, you could be confused about which way to go in that business. I mean, in that on that path, like which path to take. Five of Swords and yeah, beautiful. So it could be simply somebody feeling like the field that they're in is kind of competitive, unless this is a relationship where there's competition for a person. Maybe, maybe there was competition in the past. Yeah, could be younger than you. You could be younger than them. But it also could be a new relationship. So if you meet somebody and it feels like I don't know, like maybe too good to be true, or something that might cause you a bit of fear. But there could be confusion around it. But for some of y'all, this is confusion around like a life path, which road to take. Where do I go? What do I do? And then a couple more down out here. There's communication coming in, so that might be also some confusion with a conversation. Maybe like if this is a relationship, it could be somebody's confusing you with their feelings, or maybe a person's intentions are confusing. You know, but if they don't, if they're confusing you, then it ain't for you. But if I don't know, but it might be, you know, some confusion around a person or like I said, just moving forward in a career path, you could be uncertain, but taking a leap of faith nevertheless. So yeah, I think whatever this is, not a one's world. This change is probably going to come in Ace of Pentacles. So this for y'all, for the people that as far as career goes and King of Pentacles, this may be something that comes out of nowhere and moves kind of fast. Remember I said something might be too good to be true. It could be simply a career move. An offer could come because this communication is coming. And the Emperor's here. But it so for some of y'all the offer might be a bit confusing. Like you might not know what to do because the offer may not be as clear cut. Maybe there's a lot of twists and turns to get to the Emperor status, and you don't really know like which road to take or what to trust. So use discernment. Discernment. Use discernment because whatever it is probably going to require you to trust your instincts, take faith, step it on faith. Whatever it is, it could bring you to travel. I see like all the flags here, and then you got the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's like in a meeting. So whatever it is might take you to a whole new level, but it's going to require you to step out on faith and to be confident in your movements. So there's no room for confusion. So if there's any confusion, then that has to be cleared out in order to be able to take these steps to get to where you're trying to go, whether it be a relationship or a job, career path, business, something like that. But I believe this is a mixture of relationships and business. Um, Maybe you meet a business partner, and they might not be completely clear on what their intentions are, and you could feel like you need to do a little bit more research with the hermit here. Communication look like it's going to be the key um, to everything that it is that you're trying to do. So yeah. So that being said, I don't even know if I should do oracles. What is this? Mm-mm. I don't know. I hate when oracles don't line up. I have plenty of oracles to do, but you let me see. Oh boy. If you don't understand the oracles, then maybe they're not for you. Sometimes I'd be like, what? But yeah, I mean, the people who's supposed to understand, could just hidden messages. So you don't even have to have nothing to do with this reading. It could just be something that you need to hear. If you wandered here and found yourself in listening, maybe it's for you. And, somebody else might not understand it. So, just like I said, take what resonates, leave the rest. What do we have for Aquarius? What do we have for Aquarius? Yeah, so Aquarius, y'all seem to be kind of busy. What do we have for Aquarius? I did good this time. I'm at 1706. Aquarius. All right. I see one of them cards turned over, but I'm not going to let it stress me out. Nope. Not going to do it. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple of them. This turned the wrong way. Aquarius. And I'm going to do one more. Emotions like waves, unpredictable. Okay, I don't know what that's for. So I have lost, deja vu, and present. So lost says running away, emptiness, feeling invisible, cutting off. So like I said, somebody's walking away from something. So you could be walking away from a job, a relationship, or just some confusion or something like that. Whatever this is, if it was a job and it was like somewhere that you were for a long time or something you did for a long period of time, you could be feeling a bit of emptiness. Or invisible or something like that. Maybe you felt invisible and that's why you are removing yourself from the situation. You could be cutting somebody off. So yeah, you could definitely feel like out of place when you walk away from something you've been um, dedicated to or you know heavily involved with for a very long time. Change it doesn't always feel good. Deja vu. There's history happen. There's history sorry happened in the past repeated patterns. So yeah, there could be some fear around change. Maybe something that you did before you may not want to do again, and that could be where that confusion comes from, and that fear. If it's a relationship, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Um, who else here? A Virgo. What else? An Aquarius, not Aquarius. I did see Aquarius earlier though. A Sagittarius. Yeah, I've seen Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio earlier too, and I've seen um, I think that was it. So, and it says present. I mean, sorry, deja vu. It says there's history happened in the past, repeated past. I did say that. It could be simply something that you don't want to repeat. So there could be history here. So maybe some of y'all are starting over with somebody, maybe in a business or relationship, somebody you have a past with, and there could be some fear surrounding that. So, And in present, it says feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. So maybe you need to live for the moment, get out of your head. Try not to get fixated on anything that happened before, and try to move forward and just live for now. And maybe it's going to take that in order for you to be able to reach where you're trying to go, because maybe you're living in the past. And you see deja vu is here. And it says feeling the moment, becoming aware today in the now. So maybe whatever happened in the past, you need to let it go and try to move forward so that you can reach where you're trying to go, because maybe the past is holding you back, or fear of the past. You could be reminiscing and revisiting something that is not serving you. So if that's the case, you have to let it go. Emotions was at the bottom. It says like waves in and out, crashing, unpredictable. So maybe it's affecting you in a way where it makes you feel a bit unstable or something like that. So yeah, just take control of your life and know that you are the driver to your destiny. So with that being said, Aquarius, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Bye.